Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. And it's second down now. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they're bringing down shy of the 20. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 70 yards. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will
try to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 14-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Niners
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well. And
touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey, 87 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Jackson from the shotgun. Will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey on the counter. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 23. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. 129 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes over there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Purdy will throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Hill shedding the tackle.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Hill.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's Purdy. And this one too low.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Jackson on 1st down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Lamar changing the look.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
That's the room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But now for the guys on defense, an incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first of that spot, let your QB throw the ball, right?
That might be a better
instead of your kicker, yeah. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They run the option on second down.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Dancing to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. McCaffrey running up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
What's going on there defensively? How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. A give up the gut to Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. We're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Down to the 25.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This That's what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 21. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah. And this time he is in.
Christian McCaffrey.
The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one,
it's caught inside the 25. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the victory here for San Francisco. On one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the